play against of all time. That comp is so well created, Mazel. Are you seeing this dive comp? This is like, and they got the Jin, like you said, over top. Like, you can be just
advantage of the side lanes, but guess who's doing that right now? Monki going for a back lane play with the Ishtal's impact. He lands straight into the wall into fengyue, and now JiaQi gets flashed on by the entirety of WE through the bot side. There's going to be another slowdown, and About takes another one. That's going to be a 2-0 to start off for WE.
And that is an absolute... That's the only thing. So I would favor WE, but I think Pantheon can easily get in smite range.
Oh, little pop awesome playing the bots out with the grand starfall, but naiyou misses the angle just a bit. He's going to take a Moonlight Vigil to the dome. A couple extra shots from those chakrams, and the dragon will go the way.
Here's Skarner with the CC combo. Looks good.
Making the Skarner look good. Ishtal's impact going to go a little bit wide, but JiaQi's still getting locked down, and Monkey's going to flash on him. Tries to go for the impale there onto fengyue, but doesn't get it. Now naiyou and Creme and fengyue trying to make a play, but Karis is going to stop Creme there. They will know that they're going to have extra bodies. naiyou just decides to let loose, trying to get onto Monkey, trying to get a kill here, but he's buying so much time. That's 550 gold going over, but now Karis going for the sweep of the leg onto the last two members here. It's going to be Creme coming back around to try to clean up some of these kills. Beautiful tangle bar from fengyue, and now they might just kill Yaoyao. Creme's gonna get engaged on, will go down. It's not gonna be enough damage. Karis ends up being the cleanup crew. One more auto, but I don't think he's got it. He's gonna have to wait for the shifting sands, and there he goes. Gets the kill, his first of the game, and we have a space analysis. Karis doesn't get out of that shockwave that time. Gets down to under 200 health, but Monki was waiting right there just in case. Ishtal's impact gonna come in. Try to get Creme here. He's gonna get the slowdown as well. He has the impale. Karis has no health, but it doesn't matter. Creme just gets shoved under turret. He will get the kill back, and naiyou comes in as reinforcement as Creme plays with the edge of his life, but he'll be fine.
Oh my goodness, that was just so extremely close, and I don't even know what to say. I mean, I just keep looking at this game from the lens of an Azir one-trick, and as Karis, that is such a heartbreaker because you saw just how hard he was getting bullied. It was kind of at that stage of the matchup where you don't really have like a shuffle threat, and so you can kind of just take a beating without really being able to answer. And unfortunately, he went for an answer, Monki and Karis, but it was just a beautiful response from naiyou coming in with the Grand Starfall to help make sure that he was tanking the tower and that Creme was able to survive that because naiyou rounded up. Here we go.
Ishtal's impact hits on the fengyue's summon. Now About almost gets taken down, gets a wild growth on him, but so much CC's coming down and he dies anyways. WE are faltering. Where have we seen this story before, fools? Oh, I remember. It's every time WE has played in the last two series as they fall apart. 1,000 gold lead plus to top esports.
Yeah, and this is why it's unpatented. The technology is in the it's a nascent technology, the Fool's radar. You see, because we saw because he's gonna want to make sure he can contest this rep herald. You can tell TES is posturing for this herald, and giving this up is a pretty big deal because that's gonna mean you lose your mid tower against this comp. Remember, we spoke on that. Yeah. So you must defend this herald. We're gonna see a fight.
Monki just going in, equalizer on top, the red carpet laid out by WE just like their color scheme. Moonlight Vigil goes wide. About is going to miss a lot, but it's going to be a 5-man stack from WE that is enough to brute force this one, even with the beautiful shockwave from Creme. Karis is just ripping into them. He will eventually go down. Creme stuck in the pit, and he will fall as well. That lead that Top Esports has carved out is down to zilch, and 369 wasn't even able to get the side lane turret.
I think I figured it out, Mazel. I think the radar wasn't on the LPL setting. I think I must have forgot that crazy is our game, and any given fight can go any which way because this game is back and forth like crazy. We have an absolute roller coaster on our hands. I think we're going to have a great evening tonight.
I think so too, if this is any ticket, as About gets caught on the tip of the public execution, and 369 will take what's his.
Yeah, I sure hope About gets to have a great evening as well because I don't think 369
He's a bot
really
laner, let's be real. There's no great evenings for bot laners. This
yeah,
Top
that does not exist.
Is going to make another tempo play. This is going to be Creme coming on the cube. He does have naiyou right behind him as well, and fengyue coming down the line. I don't think he's got enough damage to take down cube, but naiyou wanted a little bit of distance to cover. We'll just look to take this turret, and this will be at least a little bit of recompense for Top Esports as they had already lost the mid lane turret. Meanwhile, 369 now taking a little bit of revenge on Karis, and the top side is going to be in some trouble now that Monkey's coming around with the Ishtal's impact. Just going to find 369 as Karis with a solo kill.
Yeah, Karis just completely flying onto 369's screen there, even though he's not even necessarily equipped to handle the Ambessa with the Chain Lace Crushers here. He just wins that anyway. It doesn't matter if he's wasting stats on a magic damage shield. He's just OP.
I mean, we are on 2 items for majority of members across both teams. JiaQi can't get caught here. He's going to have to flash, and that'll be down. The Dragon had gone over to top esports as WE were a little bit behind the play. They want to
This is LPL. They want to go.
4 for fengyue, the new member of top esports, but it didn't matter. They didn't have enough damage, and the sweep comes through yet again from Karis. It's going to be 369 trying to get a little bit back during the fight, but everyone from top esports is scattered, and Karis made sure of that.
Yeah, and this rest of this fight is just completely over. I couldn't even tell who was winning from the jump there. I really thought that
for that to really sink in. And right now, we are seeing the fruits of the labor for WE. We said it in draft. They have kind of that meatball team fight comp, and they've been executing it well. It was up to top esports to kind of have that advantage, have that wiggle room for them to take those aggressive stances, and they have not got any wiggle room whatsoever. A TP comes in from Creme way too late, but naiyou is on his way as well from the mid lane. That's going to be fengyue coming in with the Pop Blossom too. It's going to go right back to Monki. fengyue finds that big engage, and now you do still have the Grand Starfall if naiyou wanted to come from that mid lane, but it looks like everything's going to settle here, and we just keep getting pop shots back and forth, fools.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I love to watch, and we might have more here. Karis chooses to ult backwards on the input.
All right, we'll see the wild growth used, and naiyou has to flash away. Top esports taking the fight they shouldn't have. Moonlight Vigil brings them to their knees, and WE now find a massive advantage 21 minutes in.
Yeah, About just flash quick scopes them there with the Moonlight Visual. That's the double kill, the collateral. I really like to see that. And that's going to really enable them to start this Baron. It's so hard to contest this as 369, JiaQi, and fengyue. I mean, you don't even have your abilities. You have no Nico ult. You know, 369 doesn't have teleport. It's just gone.
We will end up seeing this advantage continue to grow for WE. The biggest thing with WE is they have not been truly esports. Meanwhile, top esports going to try to use some side laning to get some of that gold back into their belt. There's about 1 minute and 15 seconds for this next dragon. It would be soul point for top esports. It would even the odds for WE, but this Baron power play is just going to sink so much gold into their coffers. They're going to find a tier 2 turret on the bot side, maybe even more.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see them go for more here. It's hard to contest this Monki going straight in.
Tries to get the impale, does go a bit wide, but now all 5 members of WE are here for the siege, and the turret is not even going to last long. Equalizer comes in, does about half health on the naiyou, who's still taking it. fengyue goes for the 5-man, but do they have the damage? Big shockwave on a 4. Everything's flying in from top esports. They have found their ticket. They don't get Monki, though. Monki's getting a little bit lower. 4th shot going his way now, but Karis has been free firing, but not for long. He's going to be free firing from the grave, and top esports rise from the rubble and take down WE and massively change their chances.
Yeah, and welcome to the LPL, ladies and gentlemen, because it does not matter what the game state is. Just fight and play better, and that is exactly what top esports did off the back of a 5-man Pop Blossom from fengyue. It does not get better than that. Layered over top with the shockwave from Creme. That was just absolutely exquisite, beautiful, gorgeous. Everyone into the top river.
This is bold. TP going to come in from Karis. They are going to wait to bring in Cube. It's going to be burning down. They have the Aphelios. They have this Azir. They do it so quickly. naiyou waiting on the edges. We said these junglers will be a linchpin to how this game goes, and it's going to be stolen by the Jhin. My favorite champion does it again, and my favorite moment is that Pop Blossom coming in from fengyue. They do lose their front line. They lose their back line, and all they have left is JiaQi. Although 369 buying a lot of time here, he will eventually go down, and unfortunately, JiaQi is just a Jhin. He's going to be caught in the midst. He's got 1. He's getting a little help here from fengyue.
Just
1
a
more
Jhin.
shot, a 4th. He's got the Ixtal's impact, and that locks him down. He's gone. Monki going to try to chase down fengyue, but it is chaos here as the Baron grenade.
His auto. And yeah, look at this. We thought it's just a Jhin, but he says, just a Jhin. This is who Jhin is made of.
Polymorph goes wild. He's
And
just sitting there.
if only he's able. If you had to pick Mazel, who are you going for?
That's a great question. It's a hard question. I don't. Hey, I get a scot-free out of it since we get to see Top Esports try to make a play here. I think naiyou just came in overzealously there. He did want to try to save the play, but he goes down instantaneously, and now the equalizer buys so much space for WE to siege.
Yeah, you should have said WE because you should have foreseen, of course, that the Pantheon would just ult into the middle of the whole enemy team and die. I mean, I personally could have saw that coming, but yeah, I mean, Monki has no flash now. I mean, I guess that doesn't matter much because
so far, also the first time Monki's playing it so far this split, but obviously we've seen the pictures and know that he's a proficient one. As a 5-on-5 is developing in mid lane, just like you said, the Ram has been initiated, but it's up to Top Esports to not get poked out, not get caught out, as Monki going for Creme, but does get the flash out. Now Karis going for his open, he misses. He goes golden. This is buying so much time, and look at the equalizer. Public execution goes in. They try to get the pop blossom on Karis. Not enough damage is there. Karis is still going through everyone. Finally gets the fourth shot from JiaQi, but it's going to be Top Esports that have lost too many men, too many bodies, and JiaQi cannot do enough to clean this up. They're going to get 369 trying to get out of there, but he can't get away even with all of his dashes.
Mid minions, they have the top lane wave, and I don't think they're going to end. I don't believe it. I mean, maybe they got JiaQi.
JiaQi gets hit by the gravitum. I don't think he's getting out of that one 10 times out of 10, and he's going to burn his GA. He wants to try to get a kill onto About. See if he can do it. Not enough. Immediately, About ends his life out of the GA, and or at least that'll be the Baron going to WE.
I mean, even though Karis just completely whiffed, I looked like WE was in his way.
Now we see another dragon go over to WE. That'll be 2 in a row for them, tying up.
We don't actually usually see it. Typically the games are kind of over when everyone's level 17 or less. We get to see 2 level 20 top laners right now, and they're making a really hard
flank, but there is going to be a little bit of vision. 369 was looking for it. Here comes the assault impact. He's going to hit on the clone. They're going to lock down Monki. Monki's waiting for the impale. Hits it on naiyou. He did have his shield up for a little while. He is just going to immediately burn, though. Look how big Monki is with that wild growth, and that's all they needed. A frontliner to take all the damage of Top Esports, and Top Esports can't get around. Even with this dive, even with the setup we set from draft, they have not been able to access the key target.
Oh, they're looking at JiaQi here. He needs to base the space.
He's getting logged down now. He's going to get a little bit of healing. The Redemption coming in to heal a big chunk to WE as they look for the finishing touches on this game number 1.
15 seconds on the Baron buff. I don't think they have enough time or damage here. We're going to TP in from 369. He wants to do something.
Shield. He's the only one.
You can't let them out. You can't.
Lagging behind here as 369 dodging away, still working with this huge shield. He's poking and prodding at Monki.
He's corralling them.
Deadly move forward as WE look to try to finish this game off the back of Monki's first Skarner performance of the split. He's going to get locked down. I speak about him. He tries to get the impale out so much there, but he's tanking it all. This is what's wrong, is they can't kill the front line. Now it's going to be 369 that tries to get him, but he gets instantly clapped. And that sound is like thunder to TES as they cower in fear. Back to times can you damage the tank and still think you're getting away with it? At this point, WE Siege will not come to completion, but they'll get another inhib open, at least in the top side.
I mean, surely the Siege comes to completion, right? Like, I could have swore we had some kind of a checkmate here, but Monki retreating on 1 HP is going to heal a lot. I mean, I don't think they're going to leave.
So maybe swing it back into Top Esports' favor. It's been a bit of a swingy game, and here comes the Grand Starfall. Top Esports said it's do or die, but the ult goes wide. 5-man for fengyue again. Is it enough, though? Look at that equalizer. Cube sets it up, and Karis knocks it down. 369 with no hope left to give. They will lose one, but what does it matter when you come out swinging in game number 1? A triple for Karis and a game 1 win for WE. Their first win of the last 2 series that they've played.
Yeah, Karis sliding all over TES that game, completely taking charge of the map. fengyue, some 5-man ults are better than others. Sion, but Gwen in a game where she can play on her terms and conditions, Gwen can just hard carry games out of nowhere. Just suddenly it's minute 20.
Dragons stopped. You got to remember the Dragons and early objectives are a little bit tankier now, and Top Esports will move in. They do have level 6 for JiaQi. It's going to be a wombo combo they want to look to set up. Looking at a 50-50 to start off this game number 2. Can Top Esports change their fate? They're going to go with the 3-man knockup with the bullet time, with the heroic entrance, and the smite coming in from naiyou. The Crescent Guard's buying a lot of space, a lot of time.
Oh, wow.
But here comes Cube with the massive flank. The Crocodile comes through the jungle. You didn't know they came from there, but that's a 1,000-pound beast that just be, even though he had backup up here, maybe giving Karis a little bit of false confidence. This heroic entrance is there and available. They're going to go straight on to Karis. Karis tries to flash. That was wonky as heck as he goes down anyways in the side lane, and the turret's going to fall too.
Yeah, I mean, Karis trying to defend this tower by any means necessary. He knew that he was going to be dove there, but he wanted to find some kind of outplay. Unfortunately, his fingers were not... I mean, that would be pretty crazy if he's coming up with that.
Disgusting.
Yeah, this is Karis, so I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. Unfortunately, whatever he was going for there was not quite it, and we're going to have Top Esports up 2 Drakes, if I'm not mistaken. With there being no top tower on the side of WE, they want to fight down here.
He just goes for the engage there, flashes all willy-nilly, and the rest of the team's going to follow right up onto a bout. He's down, and the lead continues for Top Esports.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to need to see that again if we can, but I think about just accidentally mispositioned or something. I mean, I think he was fine. Then he like flashed, or I need to see that again. But they want to go offense here onto JiaQi.
Cube's gonna come over though. He's got that big shield now.
Start up this Rift Herald as WE, but I think with Yaoyao having to burn his flash defensively there, all of a sudden Top Esports wants to contest.
They do. Instant engage from Monki with the bullet time over top. He goes for the cease and desist right onto JiaQi, who doesn't have much, but he does have a couple bullets left in the tank, and Monki will fall. The Rift Herald resets, and now there's a little bit of an all-in play on bot side. Creep about to get 1v1 by Cube, and he goes down, and Cube survives.
Super well played to Cube. We got more coming up here.
naiyou, he's just dead in the Rift Herald pit. Miscommunication and some stumbles from Top Esports. They'll still come out the better for it, but the Rift Herald is still alive.
I knew they had it in them, as there's more chaos to come. As much as Top Esports was in the driver's seat, WE wants to do some driving of their own. About gonna get to live, but
he has no
yeah,
mind.
Helps him stack his passive. Making sure he can get
bold for naiyou. That's real bold. Your top laner is backing.
Yeah, he's a bit in no man's land.
Oh,
Same with 369.
He just dies to Karis. You just gave gold to an Akali, a 3-kill Akali.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of no man's land, I mean, we're seeing back-to-back-to-back mistakes out of Top Esports. Don't make it 4.
I mean, it's looking like that number is about to count up. Where's Jin now when you need him? As the bout's coming down the long way, but he has a lot of distance here to cover. Looking to use that arcane shift, and unfortunately doesn't hit the essence flux, but does have the distance to keep peppering these mystic shots. One more will do it, and Creme doesn't even sidestep it. He goes down. He knew what was coming. Meanwhile, you had Karis fall to a naiyou in a solo bolo, and now you have JiaQi taking mid lane.
Yeah, we're back, Mazel. We're so back. I know those first 10 minutes.
We're so back.
We're a little bit, slow and steady, but no, slow and steady is out the window, man. We are going back to the Agents of Chaos. I mean, look, we're clicking forward. Like, you never know. Like, any given moment could be more combat.
You never know. You never
really
know.
Don't with this stuff. So this is exciting. I mean, let's see. Taking stock of all that, Karis dying to naiyou is the most fascinating part of it all. Xin Zhao will just gap close with the red buff and the E. So he tries to make it over the wall to build enough distance. Doesn't make it. And now we're going to have another fight, more than likely.
I mean, if WE take this one, it puts a halt to Top Esports trying to stack the Dragons, but they didn't do it in time. Now Top Esports are here, but it's finally going to be smote away by Monki. He will give his life for it, though, and the bullet time comes across, but he dies in the middle of it. Now Cube has hit dominance, and he will look for it. It's going to be Karis trying to get away from naiyou. He's a little bit low now, but Cube could be the one to clean this up with about 4 members of Top Esports strong, though, as they have picked apart the separation of WE, and now are going to look to chase down about. 369 might have the distance to cover this, and fengyue going for the stun. It's going to be about falling to top.
I'll say this, okay? I'll say this. Dies, well, fortunately, you don't need JiaQi for the rest of this fight once 369 shows up.
369 is doing some massive work on this Gwen, and we see picture-in-picture now into live view as 369 going again to work, but he's a little bit trouble here. Karis could try to get him down. That true shot barrage hitting about, hits another auto. That's going to be a big pick now, big damage down for Top Esports as they continue to try to fight. JiaQi is now able to bounce in between multi-targets here and get so much extra damage as a double kill comes through for him. He's trying to earn his place and earn his name, but he's about to earn a death by About's hand as another one bites the dust. It's going to be Top Esports trying to run away now, but they have Karis, Yaoyao, and About breathing down their neck, and they're going to have beef for dinner as that's a double kill for About.
I'm pretty sure About did like 5,000 damage there. You saw that there was just 4 of the enemy champs from Top Esports just chilling in the red buff pit, and About is just wailing on them, as you say, peppering them with those mystic shots. Mystic shot after mystic shot, just slowly and steadily just getting them lower and lower until he finds his moment to strike, taking JiaQi's name and the rest of them with him.
And About was a a big character. I feel like that's a big spike for the MF, and they need to utilize it well. The engage is super important from both sides. Monki has the tool for WE. fengyue and naiyou have the tools for Top Esports. Dragon started. Top Esports want to get soul point. They see Karis on the side here on this flank. Got to be a little bit careful about the entrances you use.
Eyes on About and JiaQi.
naiyou was looking to go for a little bit of a fight, but now they're looking for a 50-50. Monki gets punted over the wall by fengyue, and now naiyou, actually JiaQi, will secure another objective for his team as he takes the dragon. There's a big bullet time on the Cube. Cube barely survived, but then died. Now Karis is on the back line all by himself, and some of these health bars are not kicking for WE. It's going to be About now the only answer with damage here, as it's going to be a couple Essence Fluxes, a couple Mystic Shots, but a couple misses, and a triple kill for naiyou. He's looking for a Quadra as a jungler, and he's going to get it here. About has nothing left, and a Quadra kill for naiyou.
Yeah, naiyou went from 2-10 to 8-1. He's totally reversing the script going into this game 2, being the problem to the solution. naiyou here just completely taking over, even getting the thing is, right, how is About going to deal any damage? I mean, JiaQi's going to be too far. Karis might just die first.
He's going to get taunted. TP's coming in with desperation. That's going to be Cube joining, but he might just join to his death as 4 members of Top Esports survive and come along here to try to get their own crocodile kill. As it's going to be a little bit of time bought. Meanwhile, it is WE who are pushing that mid lane. It's going to be the heroic entrance used to mid lane, though, to try to get a pick. Creme did join the defense there, and they finally took down the monster croc in the side lane. Cube goes down.
Yeah, on the bright side for WE, of course, the bot lane is as far as it can be from the Baron, so while they do have these members dead, they might be able to respawn on time to contest this Baron, because you know Top has their eyes on this prize.
Gonna try to start it up now. They don't really have anything else to fight for, as we see that picture-in-picture, beautiful heroic entrance actually saving JiaQi's life as Top Esports circle around the wagons. Gonna get the big purple worm with no contest coming through here from WE besides the true shot barrage, and that'll be a Baron power play going to Top.
Yeah, and if they get this Drake, it's pretty much all she wrote, so you gotta come up with something.
You're going to try to go into the defensive tools. As they do get Creme down, the bullet time's going to buy time for Creme to come out of that stasis and get over to his team. Meanwhile, naiyou is running rampant on the back line. Big crescent guard into the heroic entrance, and it does not matter what you try, WE. naiyou will find you either way. That's going to be a big missed engage from WE and a triple kill for JiaQi.
Yeah, and that's probably going to end the game here and now. This Gwen champ is just going to be able to one-shot the towers, as you can see. And I just don't think there's enough time to possibly stop this. I mean, they're pretty far from the Nexus towers, but the respawns, Mazal, their respawns are just so long. Looks like we're going from a best of 5 to a best of 3.
It does look like that as they come to close this Nexus down. It's going to be About with a final stand that goes down. Top Esports emote comes out as the ace comes through for Top Esports, and it's going 1-1 in this best of 5.
Oh yeah, we're going to have the most to do so with the Kiana, with the Leona, even with the Aurora being able to generate some moves into the side lane. Of course, Talia with the Weaver's Wall, going to be kind of the apex roamer.
Oh, just yet.
Karis in a really vulnerable position. I don't know if they know about Monki.
Got the Weaver's Wall available. They didn't know about Monki. Well, they knew about naiyou, and That'll be a big pick here as Karis gets first blood for WE. A little bit of a rebuttal from Creme, but
Yaoyao, I think that could be the angle. Try and get this Leona to 6 before this Shen and really fight on that timer.
Threat of the move pushed naiyou back, and now Creme's gonna get cataclysm to death. A second kill for Karis.
Even more difficult for all these dashers.
Gonna try to punish him here. Nice seismic shove in. They do still have 3 members strong and the damage to back it up. Karis goes down. There's gonna be a counterplay. Oh, Yaoyao misses the drag, or at least the Monki flag and drag misses as well, but Yaoyao's charge does end up missing as well. They won't find the play they wanted. They're gonna look for a little bit of plates on the bot side, but they'll be down here for a long while and potentially setting up for top esports to come reinforce, as fengyue is gonna have to flash over the wall to get away.
Yeah, and the thing with League of Legends games is you attack on one side, you expose yourself on another. Sure, top esports get to play in mid, but now their bot lane needs
play
some
connects
answers.
onto about. That's going to be the cleanse burn. They're just burning all damage onto Creme, and without that transition, there is no extra strength down here towards this bot side. It's going to be a combination now. Karis coming over with the Weaver's Wall. This could be a 4v2 in the end, and nobody is nearby to help. They have been left on an island, and they're about to starve, taking poke damage, and it didn't even matter. They didn't even need any extra filling. That's going to be WE making a counterplay after counterplay on the bot side. They're going to kill fengyue right before the TP even gets there, and naiyou hash. Karis is trying to find a little latent seismic shove. Doesn't have it now, though, and his team is getting engaged on. Would want to have that cooldown. Chains of Corruption does come through, though, and About is starting to work some damage into there. Big Supreme display of talent around the Cataclysm, but he used it, and it didn't matter in the end. JiaQi is starting to fire away the flash from About to try to get the Q, and it's going to be Monki that slams him down. Creme now looking for the redemption plays here for top esports, but it's going to be a double kill that came through for WE. Some extra gold.
Display of talent's range there, and JiaQi versus About. Thankfully, JiaQi levels up here, because that was ugly, but they both go down. Here we go again. Out's
starting to do some serious damage right now, and had a lot of hand in that last fight as naiyou's flashing away from the hail of arrows. Karis is the one that gets engaged on now by JiaQi and co. Meanwhile, Monki's looking for his own solo kills still in this fight, but top esports have surrounded WE, and About is going to be surrounded now as well, as that's going to be Solar Flare coming down. That's going a little bit wide. naiyou goes down, but it'll be a couple quick kills going to JiaQi.
I just have no words, man. I mean, circulated and surrounded like sharks, and they just get taken out one by one. It's impressive they even traded a kill back here. I'm not gonna lie.
Bout's doing some serious work here. I think in that other fight, if he had been able to hit a couple more abilities there, unfortunately, he would have maybe made the difference and not found himself at this point. But it is going to be top esports continuing to snowball as they have all 5 quests completed. We're still waiting on 3, at least 2 now, that Monki has completed his from WE. That dragon will finally fall 14 minutes and 45 seconds in. Monki is overextended once again. That's the instant flash solar flare by fengyue, but I don't think they have the damage to follow it up, and now fengyue will just die for it. A piercing arrow, big combo comes through. Monki does try to go for the follow-up, but it's just picks and takes over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a bit baffled that fengyue really saw something there. That's why I had to react the way I did, because that did not seem to have the most promise to it. But I mean, you gotta respect someone who's got some sort of a killer instinct to be willing to flash in like that. You just kind of gotta, how can I explain it? You just gotta make sure that that killer instinct is under control. You know, you don't want to be flashing forward when it's not a good time.
About. That's the Supreme display of talent going to be dodged out of now. They still have a lot of damage to put onto About. About falls to Creme as he goes between worlds and becomes another beast, as now it's going to be a big unstoppable onslaught onto the backline for Cube. He is tanking a decent amount as Monki comes in and gets 369. That's a big power tool down. WE still trying to move in, but zombie mode Cube is about to fall. fengyue getting low but not going down. He's still alive, not going down just yet, and a double kill comes across for JiaQi.
The opportunity he needs to prove what he's made of and carry, but we can't see it right now. We can for a moment there, but Creme's inventory, the next chance we get to take a look at it, I want you to tell me what you think, okay?
What's wrong here? He's got the match eyes. I like that.
You like that? I like that a lot.
10
so
stacks.
I think that says that he's a Giga Chad ready to prove that he belongs in the group ascent.
Ooh, Cube getting chased down, gets the Supreme display of talent out of naiyou. He's still so damn tanky, and naiyou actually has to retreat as the Stand United comes down. and WE save their top laner.
Yeah, saving the top laner at the price of the Stand United is a pretty hefty cost to pay, but it's better than nothing because you do have a lot of tempo into this top side now. You can see Talia Jarvan. I suppose Monki was able to...
He tried to flag and drag, kill the back with the eye, but then he got
gonna give them an opportunity to fight this. Talia pinging onto the top tower. Looks like he wants his team to buy him more time. It's really awkward because sometimes you don't get extra time, but you really want it. So let's see what Karis decides to do.
He needs to come try to join the fight. If they already got the Between Worlds coming through, I mean, the Dragon just freely goes over to top esports, and you get the rejoin from 369. No,
this is fine too, though.
WE, they do go for that side lane gold, try to chunk back some of this lead, and they do get the turret as well in the top lane.
Yeah, so in my head, it's really fine to be giving away objectives as long as you're getting something worth about the same, and they want more.
They go for the Weaver's Wall, and JiaQi will end up moving away from it. There'll be some more plates coming their way. Monkey's going to get slowed down by the Solar Flare, and now all in with the Scream to play a talent. Although they do lose the front line, it's going to be Creme come to join the fight. He's not got Between Worlds just yet, but he's got a decent amount of damage now that he's got 2.5 items completed. It will still be WE who find the fight. 369 has finally joined as well, and he's just going to poke into the back of Cube. But top esports get caught with their hand in the cookie jar a little bit. Oh
yeah, I mean,
God, he does
Cube die here? He's taking a
pick on the mini Gnar. Now Dragon spawning in 15 seconds. Some tools down, but a lot available for top esports.
Yeah, top has everything they need to steamroll this next fight. You have to be so careful as WE walking this far forward.
Looks like Monkey just wants to take the engage. They go straight onto fengyue, who flashes away from the seismic shove. It's going to be the Between Worlds from Creme, going back and forth. Monkey goes for the Cataclysm, but it gets instantly pounced on. JiaQi is starting to rip through as 369 finds the back line. He's not Mega, but he's going to try to go for it now. He's trying to get Yaoyao, but he's trying to peel back for the rest of his team. He goes for Karis and just gets the guaranteed kill. Meanwhile, you get a snipe coming through from about. He's able to get one there, but top esports will back away. Dragon is still alive, but it is blood on the battlefield as 369 goes for the flank.
So close from Karis to be able to kill one of those backliners there. I think he was like 1 HP from killing naiyou. Doesn't quite get it. That's a really big deal because that would have enabled them to most likely secure the Drake. I know that this Gnar is up 3,000 gold and extremely threatening, but if you have the numbers, you can probably make something happen there. We're going to have Shenalt come up off cooldown. I'm pretty sure this whole game, the Shenalt hasn't been visually indicating when it's on cooldown. I would imagine it's coming up off cooldown pretty soon here. You can't really contest this, unfortunately. He might be able to get some kills on the back half, though.
Put some bodies in here. It's going to be taken by naiyou, and fengyue, I think, might be
Monki?
the sacrificial lamb. A little bit of disconnect here between the team because top esports wanted to leave, and then they don't get out. Monki gets obliterated by the combo, the solo laners, and meanwhile, JiaQi is trying to make his highlight play and posterize about. About does get out with the flash, but now JiaQi can lay waste to the rest of his team. No ADC in sight for WE means all for naught as top esports wipe the floor with them, and they go straight to the Baron.
Super, super aggressive from the side of WE. I mean, I can almost see it, but I think Monki portaling in was just a one-way ticket. I'm not gonna lie. I think as soon as you JiaQi love, I mean, I swear, he is doing really well for himself this game. He finds his 1v1 onto a bout in the backside of that fight.
Oh, no!
Uh-oh.
It's come back in, and WE have lost more bodies. About falls in the Baron pit almost.
Seemingly in the fashion of top esports. They're everything they need to secure this win now and bring us to the match point from down 0-1 at the start.
And it's finally a performance worth being proud of, it feels like, in a lot of ways for JiaQi, and a guy who is fighting for a spot, who is that kind of temporary sub while they figure out what is going on with JiaQi Love and how long that break is going to be. And it's moments like this that give you hope for what he can be in the LPL, but it's the consistency that matters, and closing this game out with an 11,000 gold lead for top esports seems to be easy peasy as Monki almost gets killed in the mid lane as well. He has his GA up. He will, and WE are left wanting, honestly.
Yeah, and they've been left wanting for the longest time, it feels like, and I can't help but say it, but it just feels like Karis was so close to securing some of these kills and some of these fights. I think back to that fight at the Dragon, that fight at the Grubs, if Karis just aims his Q a little bit better,
Oh my
he
God,
wouldn't
About is
have
dead.
About dying to Creme in one hit right now. The games, they would be so different, but unfortunately for WE, this is probably it.
It's not like About is a slouch. He was first in so many different stat categories at the end of the split. He was a potential prodigy, it felt like, for WE, but now they have just been laid waste across the entire.
Yunara's not even here, by the way.
It's going to be Top Esports looking to put the final nails in the coffin of this game. JiaQi is just trying to end the game at this point. He wants to come get a couple of little kills here, though. He's got to transcend oneself, and he's looking to pop off. He's going to get one. He's going to go for two. He's going to help get a double kill for 369, who looks to finish the game. And Top Esports, seemingly awoken from their Game 1 slumber, will put us on to match point in our first best of 5.
I mean, I think Twisted Fate, it's definitely pretty tough. The Syndra does outrange at all times. You'll actually see quite often people pick Syndra into Twisted Fate, so he's definitely asking for trouble there. But towards the bot side to really help out About and Yaoyao. They're using it for vision
gonna
here.
Be popped.
Wow.
They are going to try to come in. He's going deep. He gets stopped in the mid lane by the Scatter of the Weak, and now the bubble comes in. Enough time for WE to get a kill. There's a kill that goes back to JiaQi as he gets one. Now it's Creme coming over, but a yellow card connects on a Karis, and a double kill comes through for About. You wanted him to step up. At least he gets a couple kills, but now JiaQi is trying to chase down Yaoyao for an extra one. Going to flash at the lethal tempo, cleanses, and uses the 90 caliber net to get the kill.
Yeah, I mean, JiaQi flashing and cleansing to kill. Yeah, some mind Namis that really are beautiful to see. You love to see it. I mean, looks like they might have some offense here too.
Monki, that needs investigating.
A little too
You can
much.
see the idea, but the execution unfortunate as yellow card comes out from Karis to buy some space from naiyou, who found him in transition in the jungle, and Karis will get the power unleashed upon him. Top Esports try to utilize this bot lane lead as Creme.
Ooh, nice
He
move.
uses Scatter of the Weak. Does have fengyue coming over. Yaoyao is there too. But we have Collector already completed here for JiaQi, as Destiny's going to be used with the gate, and they're going to use the yellow card straight down onto him, as fengyue will go falling, and it looks like
the flash that naiyou responded to Monki, like, these players are just so
scary.
good.
Oh, Monki is in a world of hurt now. He's going to try to run away, but he is not nearly tanky enough at this point, and his top laner kind of just left him to the wolves there as he had to clear that wave. And that is another moment of Monki's overextension, over-aggression. And he,
but really, really looking difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Can't sugarcoat this.
got a little bit more damage in. That's definitely a kill, as JiaQi is looking for the turret here. Another undersung thing about Caitlyn is the turret damage that still exists in this champion's kit. And naiyou was just there for easy measures, as the push will still continue. A 4-0 JiaQi, and the almost 2,000 gold advantage for Top Esports as Tidal Wave comes through. The ship goes a little bit wide. He's going to get yellow carded, instantly cleanses, and that's why you take the summoner. A rocket goes through. Karis wants to chase. Karis wants to kill. Yellow card comes through, and he survives, but he's going to go straight into Creme, who scatters the weak, and fengyue should be able to clean that kill up. Now Creme goes for the power unleashed on About. About is gone. fengyue just playing with his food as Karis dies to the minions. And that's going to be Yaoyao getting chased over the wall. Creme flashes for it, says, I need this kill, but gets bubbled instead.
Okay, hear me out. Wait, don't hear me out. Okay, hear me out. That's his life, About's life, all the spells involved with doing so. But suddenly, Creme, with his aggression, and my coach actually told me about this too, sometimes you need to ignore the free kills on your screen and just save your
take an objective in trade. They have now gotten the 3 grubs and the Rift Herald, much better stance than they were in game number 3, while a second dragon has once again gone to Top Esports.
Yeah, the dragons are always very daunting to see on the scoreboard. Windows arise in this next 4 minutes.
And another little thing, Cloud Dragon is extremely useful to both of these comps, as Destiny will be popped with the gate, and naiyou trying to find his escape. That's going to be a yellow card straight into the waiting arms of Cube, and that's going to be Karis finding a kill on naiyou.
That's exactly what you want as this WE comp here, to be using the TF ult as frequently as you can. I'm pretty sure that he barely was level 11, that initial TF ult onto JiaQi. That extra CDR in the ulti is extremely beneficial because I don't even think Top Esports expected that. That was a really fast sequence of 2 TF ultis. We have another play here.
Goes into a 1v4 here.
No flash.
He's going to have to flash out the wall. He will end up getting away for now, but some questionable decisions from Top Esports as Creme will do his due diligence and take the side lane turret.
Yeah, so Top is having a pretty big gold lead here. They really want to defend this mid lane tower with their lives. This is such an important objective, is the stance of this mid lane tower. It just gives you such a big beacon of safety. But I fear they're not going to be able to defend this tower on this particular push. And this going down could be really bad and spell some danger here for WE.
And this is the conversation I had earlier, is like, how do Top Esports transition this advantage into a win? That's always been the question.
You got to see him stay alive.
Okay, he's going to get engaged on beautifully. Dodges out of the yellow card. Unfortunately, 369 has now put himself in a very precarious position. He gets yellow carded and just almost fully taking down the shield. I don't think is going to be enough. That's going to be a big kill going over to Cube, too.
And the Roa proc. He doesn't have the luxury of that time. Top Esports wants to fight right now, presumably.
Team has not been involved much. He's been in the side lane. He's finally coming over. It's going to be the yellow card that connects. fengyue getting very low, like you said. Elise losing value as we see it. Dragon goes over to WE. They stop the stacking, and Top Esports, they are puzzled. Do they go in? Do they leave? They're going to get Destiny gated on the other side, too, with the tidal wave over top of them. Top Esports, they're trying to lose a little bit of faculty coming in here. It's going to be the Grim Deliverance coming in on a 2. And WE, they are strong together. We saw that from game number 1, and they're showing it in game number 4.
I was a bit concerned they would do something they're not supposed to do, something overzealous in nature. This might be that, though.
They're going to just start up the Baron here, and they do have some defense if they want to. Try to just pull the trigger back on the JiaQi and Creme. Looks like they want to try to commit. Monkey's getting low. About's getting low. JiaQi going to cleanse. Does get a rocket to the back, but the power unleash goes through. Meanwhile, fengyue had tried to save JiaQi, but Cube cleaned him up, and he is Zahen now with a double kill, and he has been untouched.
JiaQi didn't even have to burn any sums here. Karis decided to target 369. It was kind of a interesting, but the right choice. Most likely might be the president of Team WE if JiaQi is that for Top Esports. See some aggression here.
Hey, they're going to try to get him. They do get the slowdown from the buckler. He's going to try to put down a little bit of a stopping point with the trap, but it's not enough cupcakes, and it's not enough time. WE execute JiaQi right out from under his turret, and now WE looking for a little bit of a play here on the Creme. Karis going to clear the side waves, and it's going to be Baron o'clock for WE.
Yeah, it might look like Karis wasted the ulti there, but I honestly kind of like it because you're helping fix that wave state for the rest of this play. There's definitely more to this. You know that Top Esports wants to contest.
Vision. naiyou just walks straight into the meat grinder as Grim Deliverance buffers the scatter of the week at least. I don't think naiyou is in any position to try to steal this away. He is not even going to try to find himself on the wall. He's a little bit low. He's going to try to potentially go over. He's not. He decides to stay, and the Baron buff will be on 5 members here unless they can find a pick on a Karis. Uses another yellow card beautifully as naiyou was thinking about going in, but now you've got Zahen just tanking up everything. Cube was looking for backline access. 369 was looking for backline access, but can't find his ticket. Now JiaQi is finally coming up
some of these towers. I don't think you're ever really ending on this Baron power play unless you get a huge overstep from one of the carries of Top Esports, a huge pick of that nature. But you can really make these next 2 minutes count if you're WE.
Siege will probably continue. naiyou will have to use a step to get away, and it's going to be massive damage on the turret with the Baron push with the 3 grubs, and they almost take About down. Oh, Ace in the hole is going to be blocked by Monki, and he's going to be aggressed on by the entirety of WE besides Karis.
Destiny is popped.
They want to see who's coming to answer, and for Top Esports, that was nobody answering the door. So the door will be knocked down. Tier 2 down. Doesn't really have much value after that. 369 taking a brunt of damage from About, who has come online with his own build. And it's Top Esports playing a weird 3-2 setup, but it's just going to be a full engage from WE with the tidal wave. 369 is blocking a lot of damage here, but gets locked down by the Keeper's Verdict. there at least, and that'll still be a full engage from Cube with that Creme deliverance. It's still going to be Creme falling, about getting low, but nobody from WE falls. And you know what the biggest trend that we're seeing here? I'm seeing all 5 of WE's members within 2 pixels of each other. It's crazy how the similarity is from game number 1.
Yeah, as long as they're on the same screen, they can just put in menacing amounts of work as a unit. I mean, this 5-man wrecking ball is just absolutely taking over top esports. It looked like at a lot of the points in this early game that this comp was not going to be able to do this, but they've really come online now, and it's extremely difficult to play as top. Karis going aggro.
I don't see any way of top esports getting out of this one. This is a troubling state to be, but a beautiful state if you're a fan of the LPL. The 3-man knockup from Monki is going to help them succeed. It's going to be huge, as the combo, the steadfast presence plus the keeper's verdict. Going to be really massive there, and they're going to retreat back to the Baron, potentially start this one up with the amount of damage they have.
Yeah, Monki wants to go to 5 games. I mean, I remember when he had those 3 deaths, he didn't have nearly as many assists. You know, he was kind of instinct in this early game. He locked in Mazel. He has been playing out of his mind. So has the rest of his team. They should be completely fine here, but maybe not.
Gonna back off now. Grim Deliverance going to be popped. They're trying to kill him before the passive. The power unleash goes down. Now Monki,
they're not
getting
fine.
Low. He wanted to save Cube, but Cube might be his doom. A double kill coming through for Creme as he has finally almost hit that threshold. He's 120 stacks.
To be honest, from WE, I don't know. I thought they could have finished the Baron maybe, or if they were to turn, that it wasn't going to look like that. I think they were on different pages altogether. Cube just getting completely caught out there.
Buff Siege is continuing. The power play about 2,000 gold, but it's going to get even higher. Destiny going to be popped. No gate, though. They just want the info.
Yeah, I'm getting some info here. I feel like you want to use the gate at least somewhere. Maybe to like. You also have Keeper's Verdict, mind you. A really good tool for these kind of fights. But here we go.
Coming in. That's going to be Cube joining the long game. Top esports need to do something. Cyclone is down. Monki goes for the play in the middle. Cube has found the back line now as well. 369 trying to find his exit. Grim Deliverance delivers Cube straight to the back line, and that's going to be everyone for top esports falling. It looks like we have our moment. We have WE finding the picks after picks against top esports, and now they're banging on the front door.
Yeah, it looked like the posturing from top esports was completely allowed, completely legal, but WE says, nope, in our book, this is a crime, bro, and they take them all out. Only naiyou left to stand here and watch. His guardian angel will not save him, nor his nexus. We're gonna go the distance to 5 games.
Karis said, hold my drink, guys. I'm taking the TF, and we are running it through top esports. A WE flash of the emote as the ace comes through, and we have silver scrapes.
To even pick him out if possible. So it's going to be all up to Karis to help use his high agency champion this game.
He's got a lot of things. That's going to be double bombs called. As 369 going low, it's going to be Cube that tries to get the kill on him, but naiyou hit level 6, gets the kill. First blood for top.
Yeah, I expected there to be some combat propel him into a really good state now with a 500 gold lead and counting for this top and jungle.
Having their 1.3k up. We'll lose a little bit of that after Dragon goes over to WE, but it's going over to help Monki take the first rub. That's going to be the paranoia used straight onto a bout. He's going to back off with the final chapter being popped. There's going to be Mom called from Creme. Monki's getting a little bit low, but he's got that regen coming through. Karis goes for the quickness. There's going to be JiaQi popping that lightning, but it's going to be Cube with his own lightning strikes. It's like Zeus in the sky of this best of 5. It's Creme that overextends, but he has to flash away, and he is fine. Grubs will be restarted potentially by both of these teams, and the execute's going to be huge, but it's all about the actual personal execution. Speaking of, a little bit of personal vendetta towards the top side as 369 goes into pool at the exact time, and naiyou just up his
go all the way up to the sky and see the 2 dragons flying at each other, one of them being a literal clone or something. I don't know how Karis manages to do that. You know, how Silas can steal someone's mom. That seems pretty interesting. But anyways, first blood tower is actually a really big deal. This Vladimir is going to be even more accelerated, Mazel.
How awesome is it to see a vintage Vlad from 369, a guy as storied as time?
Yeah, I mean, Creme has over 200 stacks for now. WE, they want to pull off a heist here, get this dragon and not die.
You get a lot of stacks
really
from this skirmish too. Every time he hits an ability, he gets stacks. He's getting closer and closer as naiyou comes over the paranoia. He's going to go for the 50-50. It's going to go the way of Monki. He secures the palace, but can they save everyone inside? It's WE looking to make this stand here at the dragon. They've already got 3 of them, but they're losing health bars. Monki is healing. He's got the Yumi on top of him, but no longer. The cat has abandoned him, and so has the rest of WE.
Ooh, not bad at all. You got the smite fight, and Vladimir just expended the flash. He might even go down.
369.
Oh no.
That was a mistake.
That was a huge mistake. That was even a blunder, if I may go as far as to say. This Vladimir with the 2K gold lead, being the extremely fed and ahead top laner. He didn't quite piece that cosmic drive together yet, and gosh, that's really good for WE. Everything that just happened.
Creme is gonna hit. This might be
all that real, especially also because Creme generating extra gold just in general with the cull and such with the range versus melee. I think compositionally, WE is looking pretty good right now.
Top Esports trying to threaten over this dragon. The dragon is soul for them. Monki is overextended, and executions are coming for them. It might not be Elder Dragon, but his wings might soar just as high. Here it comes again. Another call from Mom, but it's not going to hit this time around. Karis tries to go ham, but only gets 1 cube. Now immediately pops the slicing maelstrom to get away from Creme, and WE have turned tail.
The problem is you need this soul to win, but I don't think it gets easier. You need to get this soul now. There is no later.
He's got the improved blast gun, wants to make an entrance through the dragon pit. He's going to hold. He's going to wait. They're going to wait till they see the whites of their eyes. There goes the engaged slicing maelstrom onto the back line, and WE, they might have just found it. They needed the damage there, and they got it, but now it's 369 and naiyou, who should even up the score.
It looked so beautiful, reminiscent of Faker versus BLG, but it just wasn't enough because About and Yaoyao and Monki get taken out on into this 5th dragon.
Indeed, a little bit of the scaling coming online as Paranoia going to pop straight onto About. He's the one that has the lead right now for WE, and he is eviscerated by 369 as the vampire comes for it all. It's Top Esports taking down 3 big ones from WE.
Yeah, and it all comes crashing down with About being in a very vulnerable position, pincered beautifully by naiyou and 369. This Baron is completely gone. Now it's just a question of, can you salvage the rest of the game state to give yourself a chance to secure this soul? Because now TES is in a completely advantageous position to carry out the rest of this game. Now it's definitely do or die on this Dragon Soul.
WE have been in this position before. The format was different last year, especially for split number.
About 80 seconds left. This is really difficult to execute.
He's going to try to walk at people. This is his signature, but look how much damage he takes from Creme and Co. The execution, it's not enough, but naiyou has come back into the fight. Creme, he's trying to get something going. There's Mom called as well, but it's not in time. You have WE trying to make a little bit of a play here. Cube still has a health bar, but he is just there with Yaoyao, and Yaoyao, the last kitten on campus. It's WE gone from the map, and Top Esports taking 8,000 gold lead.
We're looking at about 30-second, if not more, death timers across the board, but alas, they cannot end the game as Top Esports. Their comp
first best of 5 to bring out his classic Vlad. It's going to be a continued push. I think, again, though, the thing that's been making all of this work is you have the execute factor of Creme, that at 18 minutes into the game, Smolder hit his stacks, and
you're just going to get Nocturne ulted and Rakan and Vladimir ulted. And
the Zeke's convergence here for naiyou, too. They're going to go for the play.
He's going to use the Zeke's right now.
He's a little bit of distraction. There's the Zeke's coming in, and even Cube cannot stand against the might that is the all-darkening Top Esports.
Yeah, and that's why theories are just theories, because sometimes when push comes to shove, the theory does not hold true. And with Sivir being dead here, it's almost impossible to defend this push, this onslaught that Top Esports is bringing. They really had a long series here, taking us through a chaotic 5 games, but they want to end it here and now.
They found themselves as champions of Split 1 in 2025. Then they found themselves in the Knights Rivals play-ins in 2026. But that is all for naught now that they look to claim their spot in the playoffs, in that group ascend for split 2, and all they have to do is knock down WE a couple more pegs, as now it's going to be Top Esports actually backing away because they don't have the minions. A little bit of healing coming in from 369 as he should heal a chunk of damage there. It'll be fengyue dying, and that should be the re-engage from Q that finds a couple kills.
Mazal, I don't think this was how that was supposed to go. It looks like WE has absolutely everything they could possibly be hoping for taking place right now. Cube wants to take out Creme here, meaning they're probably going to get the Baron Nashor either which way. That was a generational throw if I've ever seen one.
You just disrespected WE. And now you got to make sure that you're in time for this next Dragon fight, as they will have the Baron buff. They'll have many pushing lanes, and WE show a little bit of life.
Yeah, WE out of absolutely nowhere. Almost getting their Nexus Zillion ulted or something. I've never seen anything like it. They're just fully back in the game now. And, I mean, the plus 1K is going around, too. That just feels so good.
It does. And now, 8,000 gold up still. Dragon in 20 seconds. Baron on WE. Top Esports got to find a plan. And maybe it's just to pick Monki out. One more big fight, and they just win the game. Monki needs to get out. He's healing so much from the regen from his ult. Also getting the final chapter out of Yaoyao. That's all the tools they have. Cube looking for an angle now. They go try to get in the backline. The quickness comes through, though. You have bomb called as well. So much healing coming down, but Creme has started to cook. And Creme has started to plan as he gets another couple kills.
I mean, surely that's it, right? Like, you would imagine that this is enough to end the game. fengyue being down, it is technically a 3v4 here, but I just can't imagine Kennen and Mundo can prevent them from getting this wave to the Nexus and ending it here and now.
They just need to push one more time. Again, they were champions in Split 1 last year, and now they just need to make their mark on these playoffs. They need to earn that spot in Group Ascend, and they will do so. One last gasp effort from WE, but Top Esports remain at the top of the table. They turn onto the Nexus, and they turn on a Game 5 win. Top Esports to playoffs.
GG. That's what you love to see.